know it, but a year from now, our family will be torn apart.
This post on TikTok may seem innocent and even may draw some sympathy, but the dark reality is it was created a little more than a week after 16-year-old Sarah Grace Patrick allegedly shot her mom and stepdad to death.
How far would you go for views on TikTok? Would you kill your own family? Well, today we're going to be looking at someone who might have done just that. This is 17-year-old Sarah Grace Patrick, who is accused of killing her family for TikTok clout. But before I continue, I want to say this is all alleged. As of right now, she is in police custody, but that does not mean she is guilty. And also, you're probably noticing that the background video is in 360p. For some reason, some of the footage I was going to use to talk about this case can't be imported in 720 or 180. So you're probably going to notice it switching between 180 and 360, because sometimes my editing software will decide that something's not compatible and won't let me use it. But without any further ado, let's begin. Please hit that subscribe button. It's totally free and it really does help out my channel. And it's one of the best ways you can support me.
Information in that case of that Carroll County teen accused of killing her mom and stepfather.
Yeah, this is so bizarre. So 17-year-old Sarah Grace Patrick was arrested on Tuesday. Today, 11 Alive Chase Howell looked through her social media, and here's what he found.
He doesn't know it, but a year from now, our family will be torn apart.
This post on TikTok may seem innocent and even may draw some sympathy, but the dark reality is it was created a little more than a week after 16-year-old Sarah Grace Patrick allegedly shot her mom and stepdad to death as they slept in bed. For months, she took to social media crying over the deaths of her mother, Kristen Brock, and stepdad, James Brock. This one captioned, "Please send prayers for healing." But at the end of it, Patrick writes, "I should delete later."
That doesn't sound incriminating at all. Also, I need to mention something that's extremely important. When you go to her TikTok profile that's listed into the top right corner, you're not actually going to find her account. This is one of the accounts you're going to find, and it says, "I am being framed hostage if I admitted I did not do this." I find this to be really messed up because it's still ongoing, but for some reason people feel the need to make accounts like this, not caring that 2 people just died. But the second account you're going to find is this one that's just a re-upload channel for Sarah Grace. The original profile for Sarah Grace was deleted, but some people don't seem to realize this is not the real account. There are people still leaving comments under this account assuming that it's actually Sarah Grace. You killed them. It was you. I honestly think it was a drug deal gone wrong. I have no idea where the drug deal comment came from, but maybe I missed something.
But she didn't just take to social media for sympathy.
So Sarah reached out to me on Sunday, and we spoke on the phone, and we spoke via text. And she asked me to speak on her behalf about the night of 2/20/25.
That's Kelly Brown, a family friend of the Brocks. In this video, she claims that Patrick told her that she didn't hear anything out of the normal the night her mom and stepdad were shot to death.
Something that I also want to point out is Sarah reached out to a true crime TikToker in order to get this story talked about. I find this extremely weird because why are you reaching out to TikTokers after your parents die? And from what I can tell, Sarah didn't really have a presence on social media until after the murder happened, which sadly, if she did do this, makes it look like she did it for views.
But she did hear James's LVAD machine, which is his heart machine that kept his heart pumping. She did hear that alarm going off throughout the night.
In the comment section of the video, Patrick posts that she heard the alarm going off 10 to 20 minutes before she went to bed, but claims it was faint because of background noises.
Why would you ask me to cover a case where you are going to get arrested for taking your parents' lives?
This woman is a host of a true crime TikTok page called Allegedly Reportedly and has close to 120,000 followers. In this video, she claims Patrick reached out to her to put a spotlight on her mom and stepdad's case. This is how the DMs between them allegedly went.
She messaged me back on June 3rd and just said, "Search up Brock case." So I said, "Brock Turner? Brock who?" She said, "Kristen and James Brock." Hold on. They're my parents, and out of nowhere, a random Thursday night in February, someone came in my house with me and my 5-year-old sister, and my parents left them for me and my little sister to wake up to.
I'm actually going to play Allegedly Reported's whole video because I believe it's important.
Get arrested for taking your parents' lives. Y'all, this is Sarah Grace, and she messaged me back on June 3rd and just said, "Search up Brock case." So I said, "Brock Turner? Brock who?" She said, "Kristen and James Brock." Hold on. They're my parents, and out of nowhere, a random Thursday night in February, someone came in my house with me and my 5-year-old sister, and my parents left them for me and my little sister to wake up to. Technically, it was a Wednesday night because I found them Thursday morning, and I said, not knowing she was going to wind up arrested for this, "I am so sorry. I cannot imagine. I will absolutely research and cover their case. Please take care of you always." Again, not knowing, and I covered it. 17-year-old daughter arrested for parents in Carroll County. On Tuesday afternoon, Carroll County Sheriff's Office announced that they have arrested 17-year-old Sarah Grace Patrick. She is facing 2 murder charges and 2 aggravated assault charges. The girl that asked me to cover the case has been arrested. As you can see here, James Brock was 45 and his wife, Kristen, was 41.
Hold up, I want to point out something that I think is terrible. I believe her 5-year-old sister discovered the bodies. So assuming if she did do this, she left the bodies for her sister to discover, who's only 5 years old. Could you imagine if you were a 5-year-old and you came across that? You would never be able to go back to life the same way. You'd be traumatized forever. So I just find that extremely messed up.
Rest in peace to them. They were both found no longer alive on the morning of February 20th. Much more information is going to come out. I will be making another video about this. I just wanted to get this out. I am in absolute shock because, again, the question I asked at the beginning of this video, why would you message me or any other true crime creator saying, hey, please cover this case? And then you wind up being arrested for it.
I think I have the answer, but it's extremely sad. The answer is because she wanted attention. Even if she didn't do it, I don't understand why your first reaction is, oh my gosh, I gotta go straight to TikTok. It feels like the first thing she did was go straight to TikTokers trying to get this story covered. Also, we only know one person that she messaged. For all we know, there could just be a lot more creators who haven't checked their DMs yet.
I am in shock. Now, of course, this is just an arrest. This is not a conviction, so everything's alleged as of now, but please let me know what you think about the psychology behind this.
Wow, so bizarre. So that was our Chase Howell reporting. Now, right now, Patrick faces 2 counts of murder and aggravated assault and is being charged as an adult.
Also, assuming she did this, again, she spoke at the funeral for her parents.
Spoke at the funeral for her parents at their church.
Although there's nothing we can do to bring them back, we still have control over how we treat people.
Today, we can confirm that an arrest has been made in the case. Kristen Brock's 17-year-old daughter, Sarah Grace Patrick, has been taken into custody and charged with 2 counts of murder and 2 counts of aggravated assault. We are still working with her diligently. Our investigators have been speaking with her.
It is correct that she was the one who made the 911 call, correct?
Yes.
At what point did investigators begin to focus on her as the suspect?
So I believe in the beginning of any case, everyone's a suspect. I think I told many of you that when we were on scene that day. However, as an investigation continues and everything ebbs and flows, like I said in my press release, mountains of evidence has gotten us through here today. Lots of processing, lots of working with our law enforcement partners to get us to where we are today that honed in on her as a suspect.
I'm not really sure what I believe in this case right now. I think we need more details, but with what I have right now, I do believe that she might be guilty. Once again, everything is alleged, but from what I do know, her grandpa went with her when she went to go turn herself in, and he says that she's innocent. And if that story is true, I don't really believe it because every grandparent is going to believe that their grandchild is innocent. I also find it extremely suspicious that she was posting a lot of TikToks after this happened and reaching out to creators. Now, if you make one little video about this, that would be fine, but if you reach out to a whole bunch of creators about this situation and try to get everyone speaking about it, that seems a little bit suspicious. But I could be wrong. We'll have to wait and see. Once again, I'd like to thank everybody for their support. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel as it really does help me out, and I'll see you all in the next one. Later.